Morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everyone could hear me. I want to apologize for me not being able to show and post the past webinar that we had. Actually, not webinar, but the last call we had. Um, but I recorded and it had no voice. So this Firefly AI note taker kind of like took a transcript, but it didn't take my voice. So in my computer, I actually have my computer and I have my desktop on, and yes, but it's because sometimes I get dropped. But I did not assign anything special to talk about today because I did want to hear what any concerns that anybody had and any just anything that anybody wanted to talk about. I am concerned because I hear a lot of people are very confused and, being held back. We sometimes forget that we are our worst enemy and we hold ourselves back drastically. With that said, if anybody wants to connect, if anybody wants to talk, that's what we are here for. We are a community and we work together. So I'm sorry I'm moving this thing around so much. I just want to make sure that I have the right view. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I just started. Hello, Brenda. Thank you very much for joining in. You could uh, go on the microphone if you want to. I think I'm actually working with two different computers here. Brenda, you know that my computer and my Zoom are not the best in the world. But anyway, you can you
Yes,
hear? There you are. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you. I didn't put the call on the community until like just a little while ago. It's been a long week, but also there's times that I just leave it open because I like to just connect and talk about what anybody feel that they're being held back with. And I actually have a few people in the community that have been concerned. They want to do, they're trying to do, and something is just holding them back. And I think it has a lot to do with, I know what holds me back. Sometimes it's just self-confidence slash laziness slash not being coachable slash a lot of other things, because we know that this works. And in our last meeting we went over, there were 7 people here, and I asked the question, okay, so who knows the blueprint? And there was not too many answers. So who has read the blueprint? Nobody. So a lot of times that I think that's the ground of our online business. You're getting familiar with what we are offering. And if we're not familiar with that, then we get a little nervous as of, oh, maybe I'm not going to say, like we don't know what to say. There's the questions that we're asked. I know there's questions that I've been asked and I'm like, let me check, what is it that the blueprint has? What is that, whatever and the other. Um, so there's times that we get a little bit stuck on that. And that brings a lot of other feelings and emotions. Now we're not confident because we don't know. And I think that's the beginning of catastrophe. That could be the beginning of a lot of issues. So how are you, Brenda?
I'm good. Just had dinner. How are you?
Good. good. I sometimes there's a lot of people here, sometimes there is not. I try to do the call anyway because I do like to have them posted and have them in the system to post them. A few of them have been a little bit personal. So if they're very, very personal, I ask if it's okay to post, if it's only like a few people on it. So uh but I do have to, I like to record it anyway. I like to show up and be here because it's helping me show
Mhm,
up
mhm.
and it's making me more comfortable to be able to talk. And true story, I know, people are going to watch this later. But my first call was with Brenda. Brenda, do you remember the
Yes.
first Zoom call we made? I was scared as shit. I'm not going to lie. Oops, excuse me, but it's a fact. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to say. We were both like, uh, and we had discussed, we had a nice layout, um, but it's scary. And the only way that we get better at it is practicing and just
Yeah,
going ahead and do it. Because if we
that's true.
don't, then we won't. So, so I'm trying my best to be here every Wednesday. I have the time laid out for that. Like this is the time for this, and this is, I already have that in my schedule. It's just like the talking that I kind of get
Mhm,
a little
mhm.
bit, like nervous. I'm trying to get better on following my layout, following I always do a summary of what I want to talk about. And sometimes I get off topic, but I'm trying to get back. And it's funny because the other day I was talking to my son and we were talking about something and then we skipped to something else. And then, and I brought it back to the topic. And he's like, Mom, nice. Look at you. You brought it back to where we started talking about it. And I'm like, whew, nice. I'm glad you picked that up because I'm trying to get back into that. Like, not, like, okay, let's bring it back. Um, I did learn that from one of our members, Rosalina, that I spoke to you, Brenda, when we first started talking about a girl that you kind of reminded me a little bit of.
Oh,
Um,
yes, I remember. Yeah.
the girl Rosalina, that she would go in her live. Like I remember seeing her on her first live, and she was like really, really nervous. And then she's from Texas, and then like a few times later, like she was like getting back, and people would talk to her and interact with her, and she would bring it back. And whatever they said, she will bring it back to the blueprint and the reason why. And, so that kind of like that was one of my big learning points from her. She was actually on the call last 2 weeks ago. And she comes in for the most part. So you probably, hopefully, you get to meet her. Good person. Um,
Yes.
yeah. So let's talk. So what's one of your concerns? Like what holds you back? Like are you where you want to be at? Um do you feel comfortable? This is you. When I started this, you were on.
Yes, I know. I think I always come back to the research and like learning the stuff and like the what's the best way of creating this video or editing the video. And I think I get stuck there. And then because I keep thinking and changing my ideas and changing, um like, for example, starting the 90-day run. The first day was about, why do you want to do theater products and stuff, like, oh, why do you promote theater products? And I'm I'm not that comfortable talking on the camera uh I feel that, when I'm talking to you, then obviously I'm comfortable, right? Because I have you. But then when it's by, me, myself, and I, and then I have to go and play, record, then it's like, it's the judging. And so I struggle with that. What I've been doing is I've been really focusing on my mindset, focusing on my relationships, my partner, my daughter. And I honestly, I'm grateful for the blueprint, because it talked about mindset. It talked about, oh, I'm getting a call. It talked about mindset. It talked about, you being your own boss and taking control of your life. And so, long story short, I feel that I just need connection, Maria. I just need to put myself out there, and not in videos. I'm not talking about creating videos and stuff like that. I'm talking about like this, for example, talking to you, or calling Tanisha, or calling whoever, and just talking about our concerns and stuff like that. Because when we are alone, like I was just saying before, I always get stuck there because I'm alone, and I'm, like, I'm gonna record and I'm stuck, and I have the perfect script, and I have whatever I want to say. And but it's like I always start judging myself. But when we talk about it, when we talk to other people, I don't know, it seems less big.
Ah,
And
mhm.
so, yes, that's why I was reaching out the other day, and that's why I jumped in this Zoom call, because I know that, this is what you're doing, basically,
And I thank
helping.
you. Thank you
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
for sharing that, and thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You also do know that you are not the only one that has that problem. No, it's not a problem. It's a challenge.
Challenge. Okay, I like it.
So, yes, because we look at problems as something that's is very heavy and it's hard to like it deflates us. A challenge is just something that is going to come in, is going to teach us a lesson and keep it moving.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I get what you're saying as far as like, oh, I prepare the perfect transcript. I prepare this and that and the other, but I tested myself last week. I didn't talk about it. I didn't post it on the community. I didn't uh, think about it too much. I just went on. And I think that last week was the best call that I have done because
Hmm.
I didn't dwell on it.
But
I
it's
didn't
so
plan
hard
it
to do
so
that.
much. It is so flipping hard
It's
because that's totally, I'm a note taker. You know that. I'm a note
Yes,
taker. This
yes.
notebook is, this agenda is not even like, let's see. I started it 4:11 and it's already almost full. So, I love to take my notes. I love to take whatever I want to talk about, my points, whatever and the other. But sometimes it gets us a little anxious. Oh my God. So my
Yes,
thing was like, oh
yes.
my God, I have to get ready. Oh my God, I have to talk about this. Oh my God, the plan. And we dwell on that. So
Mhm.
last week I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna sit and this is what I want to talk about. And I'm just going to put it out there. We know. We know the blueprint. We know what we have to do. We know we have to put a hook. We know we have to do a pain point, and we have to do our CTA.
And we have to
So,
engage
and we have
also.
to, yes.
Hmm.
So we know that. So if the planning is what gets us a little stressed, why plan it for so long? Yeah, of course you have to plan it, but not plan it for a long time. Like you said, okay, to do content, I plan it. And oh, ay, pero no, this is not. And then I
I
start
know.
getting like a
Oh,
little
this
bit
could be
like,
better. Or then you're like scrolling on Facebook and then or TikTok or whatever, and then you see another video and you're like, oh, I could do this one, or and you get caught up. But I guess what you're saying, it's more like to jump, jump
why not
to
try it?
it.
Jump into it. Yeah, jump into it. Do not plan it, but test yourself. One problem that I have doing my content is I space my words a lot. Have you ever heard about the 2-hour workday? Well,
Hmm.
if you have not, let me tell you about it. So I'm like pausing in between. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 7-second videos. So I can because you have to fit a lot in the 7 seconds. So, and I'm not going to, I don't edit them because then it's going to be what, 3 seconds? No way. So I'm talking fast. I'm putting my point across, and I'm training. I'm doing the content, but I'm training myself to be a little faster with my words. I'm training myself not to go back and edit those videos because if I look at it, I'm going to stop.
I saw you. Well, I saw the replay, and with Jessica Cox,
Hmm.
are you doing that? Like, just that's what you're talking about, going straight in like 7 seconds. You talk for 7 seconds.
7 seconds. Yes.
Wow.
I tried to, okay, so I'm going to talk about the 2-hour workday. No, I'm going to talk about the night. So this is what I have been doing. I go into TikTok. I go into the um, search content search insights, content creator
Oh,
insights. Mhm. So I go through it. I write down. Let me see if I have my list here. I do have, of course, I have my list here. Let's just see. And I'm not doing the one thing that I promised myself is that I'm not going to get into another training until I finish playing with all my tools. So I have legacy, I have builders, and I have mastermind. So I
okay,
am chilling. I'm not going to get into, I also chose to pick and choose what call I'm going to join. So I'm trying, and it's hard. I'm trying not to join all the calls. I'm trying to like not overload my training
mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
then it just gets too crazy. So I go into Insight Search and I cannot find my list now because I have 10 eyes now. It's probably the
It,
one that I
it's
skipped.
It's
So I
funny that
write,
you mentioned that. Sorry to interrupt you, because
do
just
it.
today I was like, because I have missed a couple of replays. And Maria, the old me would have been like, looking at the replay, going fast forward, and like, tratando, like just trying to, trying to get the best out of the replay, or taking the transcript and just put it in on ChatGPT.
Hmm.
But I was like, no, if I saw a replay, this is it. I just saw one. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna overload myself with information. So it was funny that you mentioned that because I
Yeah.
feel the same way.
Sometimes you
You
feel that
have
you
to.
must be there, and I don't do good with replays. I tell you right now, if I don't watch it
Mm.
right now, it's really hard to. I do the 90-day run. I watch those videos because that gives me the ideas, and it's just like it's not a replay per se. But whatever I miss, I have no time. So I go into uh,
Creator
TikTok,
insights.
and I
Uh-huh.
write down whatever has over 1,000% content gaps,
Okay.
and I go and I put it down. So now I start my, okay, so the first one is when you love your job. That was over 1,000, that content gaps. So I go in and I start, okay, if you love your job but you are looking for a different opportunity, you know what? I have a 2-hour workday that you can start doing as a quick thing. making you, like it's, so I try to do some, now
Okay.
I'm stuttering because I'm, like I'm practicing with you. But when I have the phone, it kind of like works
Right.
okay. I'm not planning it. I wrote it down. These are the hooks. I'm not going to go into my training. That's nice. We get a lot of good ideas from the trainings. Michelle, Mike, um, Amy, they all have good ideas as far as hooks. Let me start with these. And I do my 7 seconds with that. And I'm training myself to be faster with my hooks. And it's just really training your brain to be, you just react quicker. So,
Okay.
and I don't go back and edit. I go back and put the captions. If of course they're so short that you're able to just like, but you are able to, a lot of people can't because it's hard. But okay, so start with 13 seconds. In 13 seconds, you can say a lot.
But you say like, okay, I'm a mom. For example, I would say I'm a mom. I lost a lot of time without my daughter that I'm trying to get back, and I don't want to worry about money anymore. So I went online because I wanted to learn how to make an income online. And you see, I have to practice because I'm slow,
So
Maria.
what if you, yeah, but it's okay. It's okay
But
because you see, you admit, you know that you have to practice. How about if you start that with, are you? Are you a mom? Are you a
okay, with the
mom
question.
that still have your daughter living with you and are trying to get a better opportunity in life to be able to give her what she needs? Well, guess what? I get you. And I was out there, I looked for an opportunity and I came across this opportunity. If you want to find out more, hit ready below or hit mom below or hit parent below
Wow. Okay.
and
Okay.
but start your
Like
hook with a
I'm
question.
I'm so glad that I came in because I was actually, I mean, I have a couple of videos on my drafts and they're like 45 seconds long.
But and you know what? So you could take those videos, and I don't know if you watch content, like people saying their videos. A lot of times their words and their lips don't match. Do an over voice.
Mm.
Don't redo your video. If you're happy with your video, but not with your what you're saying, just redo your voice. Take that video, lower the voice, and record your voice.
What? I'm putting that down.
Those are little tricks
Oh,
like when you have a lot to do, but you're happy with that and you're like, damn, que lindo, I like this. So and you're happy with that video, don't delete. Do not delete any of your
yeah.
videos.
Keep it simple because we like
Simple and sweet, yeah.
we overwork ourselves.
Yes. And you know what? Doing a short video, you will have a bigger chance of people watching the whole thing
Yes.
because they don't
Yeah.
have to sit there and watch forever. No, just say your hook. Are you that mom that still have your kid living with you and you feel bad because you're spending all this time? Like describe you, but ask me if I'm that person. And you get it because you're in there, but you did something about it. Share with me what I could do to make it work for me also. But always ask
Right.
that question first. Make that
Right.
question, make your situation, what brought you in here, into, are you this person? Because that was me. And also for content creators, so for even the people, are you that person that joined this um, fabulous opportunity of making $900 a day and just has let it sit there? Well, you know what? That was me. But guess what? I just realized that I could be making $900 a day and I have it sitting on the bottom of my drawer doing nothing with it. That changed today. I am here to tell you what I found and I want you to be part of this. Put a ready below or put, find ready's just that, like it's overused, but I mean, it's a
So
strong
put
word.
a one below or something like that, right? Or
Something,
a
I don't
number
know, find
with a number.
um find something to define you. Work on
Mm.
your brand. Make that word
Yeah.
like, like find a word, mom or something strong. Have maybe you want to talk to your chat and ask them, what word can I use as a CTA? Put a ready, put a, and have suggestions, whatever you feel like you feel. Okay, that's the one that
Okay.
and use that one moving forward on all your videos. This way oh, okay, this is Brenda. Look, this is okay. This is, whatever. So, find
Yeah. Yeah.
something like a strong word. And yeah, and you can do it because I've seen you doing videos and you are really, really good.
I know. I know.
Being
I just
good
have a lot
and
of
hold,
doubt.
okay, well, don't.
I know,
You
but
need to like before you
like,
start doubting, yeah, before you start doubting, put it out there. So you're really good and you know it, and that's not your problem. Because if you go back and you look at your videos, you're like, oh yeah, that's nice.
yeah,
So
I don't know
don't
what to
doubt
work out.
yourself. Yeah, it's just say, oh, I missed a day. Oh, I missed 2 days. Oh, I missed a week. Then now you know what your problem is. It's not that
Yeah.
you're not good with your videos, it's just that you're skipping days in between.
Mm-hmm. I
So
need to
that's
content con to batch, create content like
hmm
batch.
I've been doing
Mm-hmm.
that. When I'm here working, I bring like 5 shirts with me and I put them right over there.
Yeah.
Tony laughs about it, but you know what? That's probably we don't always feel in the mood to make videos. We're not always in that peppy mood. So you have to take advantage of that one time that you are feeling it. And wake up in the morning and which I've been making this a visual. I wake up in the morning, I take a cold shower, sometimes like really cold, but that wakes me up and it clears my pores and I feel my pores opening because now it's not going to be puffy. And I feel good and I start my day. So we make our day. Sometimes it
Yeah.
could be, like I'm not going to lie, like today I was feeling a little, a little down and out. I was thinking about my parents. I spent the weekend in the RV down the block and I lost my butterfly. That was my mom's
Um.
urn. And, like I was so deflated about it. And I'm good until I think about it. But I, you know, it kind of like got me the downers. So I'm trying to just like I sat back and I'm trying to just plan my schedule and stuff and I fell asleep, but it's just that I think that has me a little bit deflated. But it's okay because you know what? Things happen for a reason. I'm just gonna keep moving forward and it's okay. I've finding a little difficult putting something else on, but you know what? I feel light. So I'm taking it as I'm taking it as maybe it was meant to happen that way so I could feel lighter as far as like mentally and applying it in different ways. So
Mhm.
we always have to try and find a little positive out of the negative. And
Yes.
and I think that helps us a little bit. So in the morning, waking up early and trying to just like, you know what, this is gonna be good, and just keep doing something positive. And I don't know, maybe it takes to just go outside and look and just like, Nena, you
Mhm.
have all those beautiful trees, all that nature. Just go and just hug a tree. Oh, and just feel it. I did that so we parked down the road. It's not too far from here. It's a nice big park and it's on the beach. And I went and I was hugging a tree and I'm like, people are going to think I'm crazy. I'll freak them. I don't care. I'm feeling it. I feel what I'm touching, not them. So, and that felt nice. Sometimes just going to water the plants outside, that's just, that's it, salud. That's a nice beginning of a day. And just start doing your day. Go live. You went live in a
I
regular. There
did.
was a time that I'm like, oh, I need to go live too because you were like, you were being good with that. Even if
Yeah.
it's 15 minutes. That's not a long time. It goes quick. Oh, I'm not here. I'm just here to say good morning. I'm Brenda. I'm sorry I haven't been here in a little bit. Just want to remind you that I'm still here. Don't get lost on me because I'm not going to get lost on you. If you want to follow me, follow my journey. Go here and share your page. Go here. Just follow my journey. Don't sell anything. Don't talk anything. I'm working on becoming financially free. Follow my journey right here. And maybe just doing that for a little bit, short and sweet, no
Yeah,
gaps in between, rapidito, rapidito, rapidito. That's why doing the 7 to 13 second video is helping me because I'm able to go in and just
I
people don't
know.
have time to listen to like yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
I
Voy a
think
hacer,
that could
and
help.
it's. I mean, come on, to this seven to, and like I said in hace ratito, I saw you with Jessica Cox, and what she said. Do you agree of saying the same thing over and over and over, but a little different? I mean, that's what Michelle says. But the
Hmm.
thing is that when I feel that I have to like do a totally different video, like every time do something different. And I guess that's something that's mindset thing,
Hmm.
that's I have to be more coachable in that sense.
And I have a problem with that also. And that was like one of the things that I shared. I know I'm not as coachable as I need to be to make this happen. And sometimes thinking that I think I stopped thinking that I'm not coachable. I'm trying
Mm,
my best. I'm going to give it my best. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go to the next, thing to see like if I can do something with that. Um, but you are coachable. You got what it needs. You could get yourself in the track that you want to get yourself into, and that's just it. I'm trying to think what. So it was a replay with, oh, it was a call from DGC that
yeah,
she did a Zoom call, like a
I
mentoring
said like,
call.
yeah, I don't know if it was 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it
Mm-hmm.
was two
And
weeks ago. Yeah, yeah,
and she
she
was,
had really good pointers. Yeah.
yes, because she's like, what are your three, you know, main things? And like get to it. And like
Yeah.
keep saying the same thing, keep saying the same thing. It's the keep saying the same thing that bothers me a little, but I'm just gonna let it out there. It success leaves clues, like they always say. And that's what they're doing. That's basically what they're doing. And I do want to keep it simple. So yeah.
So why don't you try to, and I know that saying, oh, work a 2-hour workday, and saying the same thing over and over and over again is kind of like repetition is not always comfortable.
Hmm.
But put exactly that hook on ChatGPT. How many different ways can I say this?
Uh-huh.
And then, you could add something in between that. You could add, whatever you want.
Make it mine. Read it and make it mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
All you
always
need
have to
from
make it
him,
mine. Make it
yes.
yours. Mm-hmm.
All you need from him is just different ways to say it, different
Mm-hmm.
hooks, different ways of making it a hook, and then you take that and you run with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And keep them short and sweet. Para que no se canse, because sometimes like doing a long video, doing a video, doing the edit, putting the words and doing this, it could be like, ugh, it could be a dragging task. But when you do
Yeah.
it short, you don't have to go back and edit so much. All you have to do is just do your captions, put your hook, and your hook is what you start your video with. And that's also in the descriptions.
And
And
you
then your hashtags. Hmm.
when you use the Creator Insights tool, you just go right there, right?
Hmm.
Sorry, that's the first. I'm just wanted to make sure that she's not going in there, but no, she's good.
Oh,
um from the creator insight tool, I mean more like right from there you create the video and then edit
Mm-hmm.
and then post it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you post
Yeah.
one you've been posting one video a day?
At at
Or
least one or two. So I've been doing
okay.
affiliate also. So that's why today I'm gonna go in and type my spreadsheet and put, I want to make sure that I'm doing like my threes, because I'm doing the affiliate and I'm doing the digital. And I have another account that I was doing Spanish and I kind of like slowed down a little bit on that. So I need to like make that my background page on my computer to
Mhm,
make sure I
mhm.
see it all the time, or print it out and just like put it like right there. Um, but I've been trying to do the 3-3-3, which it started going down to 2-2-2 to 2-2-none. And I need to keep track. I'm trying to do my lives,
Excuse me.
salud, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I do need to cover the little thing on the top.
Ay, que tengo como que
Salud.
tengo algo en la garganta, but I'm good, I'm good.
You are you allergic to me?
No,
No, I know you're not. I'm kidding. So, yes. Oh my God, salud. Don't get
then
sick.
you know what? Let me just get it out. Let me just get it out. It's the el agua, the cold water, and I've been out today. I don't know. Outside, here in Texas. There's a lot of bruma. There's a lot of like polvo. And I always have like
The
congestion.
allergies.
I always have
Mm,
like a dry la garganta, throat.
hmm.
But okay, yes. Sorry about that.
No, it's
Uh,
okay. It's good. No, let it out. Please don't hold it in.
I
That's
was
not
like, okay,
healthy.
no, let me just.
No,
It wants
do
to
not
go,
hold
and
it
we
in.
have to let it go.
Uh, so I'm trying to get I don't know if you remember Letty. She was in the community
Mm.
and she is so good with mind setting and with um, affirmations and all that good stuff. I'm trying to get her to come into the community and talk to the community. And
Ooh.
that's going to be fire. I'm waiting for her to respond. And she has her own, like, she has two different TikToks. One is digital and one is doing that. But she's
Oh.
amazing. She's so good, so good. Like I could sit there and listen to her videos over and over and over again. So I'm trying to see if she comes in and she talks to the people in the community and stuff. Hopefully,
Oh.
I get a nice, um, everyone that comes in. And of course, sometimes it just takes sending out the email and sending out the reminders and all that. So yeah. Yes. So what else? So do you think that it's just really consistency and the flow of too much?
I think what stopping
As
me?
Yeah, I think
Uh,
that's what stops me. So don't feel bad saying it because again, like there's a lot of people being held for a lot of different reasons. And one of them is just really
I agree.
just it's a lot. It's a
I
lot.
agree. Because even though I haven't been posting every day like I want to, um, I have seen the changes and the improvements in my relationships with my partner, with my daughter, and so I think I just have to we after COVID, I think everybody or a lot of people just felt more comfortable staying at home, and like it just felt more comfortable. And then we without I'm talking about myself, right? Me without, I guess it wasn't my intention, but I guess I did disconnected from the world, and I was really, I took it as healing. But it's I'm, as a human, I need to express myself, and I need to talk to people, and I need to, and it helps because, like I told you before, before making the video, I'm always with all of these doubts and stuff like that. But then I talk to somebody, or I can talk to you, and I feel like, no, Brenda, it's not that big of a deal. You can do a 7-second video. You can
So
do
let
a
me ask you a
13-second.
question. Let me ask you a question. What are your best qualities? What are the best
I feel
qualities you have in
I'm
general? Everything.
authentic.
Okay. I like it.
I I'm outgoing. I like to have fun, and I I just feel like I'm kind too. Kind. So those are my three best
Okay.
qualities, I feel.
Okay. So, and I like it. So you're authentic, you are outgoing,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, and the other one,
Kind.
and you're very kind. You are very kind. And all three of them, I have to say that I agree with you because that's
Thank you.
in our friendship, that's definitely I've seen those good qualities in you. You could use those three qualities on your videos.
That's what
So
I would like.
you are, I mean, you're the way you express, and I mean that's only three of your good qualities. You have a lot more than that. But those three, you could just, trust me and bring that in you. This is the person that you
Mm,
are. And sharing your stories and sharing your videos, you want to do short ones, but maybe you want to do a 45-second, the one that you have, that you already have in your draft.
give me a
Take that.
second, Maria. Wait,
Sure, go ahead.
wait.
Hmm.
Okay, I am so sorry.
No, you're okay. You're
Hmm.
fine. You're fine. You're fine. That's not a problem. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so use those three qualities to do your thing. No, so I was saying, take the video that you're saying you have in your draft
Yeah.
and talk to your phone. All you really have to do is just, now you have the video done, just talk in there and create your voice. Okay, this is that,
Like
that, that,
a
that.
voice recorder, right?
Right.
Voice
And
over. Okay.
yes, say a short story about you. And, you know, maybe this one you want to extend a little bit on your motherhood. I have the great opportunity of having my daughter with me. And, like I want to do this and that, 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 that. Bring that authenticity out of you and, show that this is you, make them trust you and love you the way I do. Because your story and your words have made me love you. That's what you want other people to, attract them. So, and think, like, start thinking of the positive outcome. You're going to talk to someone that's feeling the same thing. And that person needs you. So I think you already found the pattern of what's keeping you stuck. You know, we know ourselves. We know what's keeping us stuck. Sometimes we just don't think about it enough or read between the lines. And I think you know what that is. And I think that you creating those videos that you feel and feel confident about. Think about your good qualities and think about who you really are, the positive, not think that, oh, but you know, like, don't think anything negative of it. See, like, I can't even think of anything negative about your videos or that you have said to me because I don't see it. Only you do. And that's something that's so human. Oh,
I
that
know, and I could tell. Oh
sucks.
my God, I could tell you a couple of things, Maria. I can,
See,
I can tell you a couple of things, but yeah, it's true. It's in our heads.
things that you see, I don't. So, because we are our worst enemy and we pick on those things, think of the positive outcome. Think that, okay, so you know what's keeping you stuck, and now it's time to just move forward.
Yes.
And just say, you know what, to yourself, now that I'm letting go of whatever, I think, I know I can do this.
Ooh, I think
So,
I know I can do this.
yes, now that I'm letting go, because you are going to let it go. And don't say it any other way. And don't, you know, like, no, it's an affirmation. This is what you are doing. Don't give your brain the opportunity to see it different.
Okay, I
And you'll
think
be
I
okay.
know, and I can. What was the other? What was the last thing? Now that I'm letting it go, I think I know.
That I can do this and
Oh,
what you going to accomplish. Get rid of that thing. I know I can do this. That thing is kind of like
okay.
defeating what we're trying to. Yes. Now that I'm doing this, what you're going to do, I know I can do this, or I could become this, or I'm going to become this.
Yes, I'm
And repeat that to
becoming.
yourself. Yes. This is, and say that to yourself every time you have a little doubt on yourself. And
Yeah.
and I think that I said this to you before, an emotion lasts 33 seconds. So if we're tired, unless our body's hurting in pain, blah, 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 sometimes that's mental too. But if you feel that, oh, I'm tired, that can only last 33 seconds. If it lasts 34, it's because you choose for it to last longer. So we feel mopey, we feel like, oh, I don't want to do that. That could last 33 seconds. 34, now you want to feel mopey. It's like when
Mm-hmm.
we're mad, when we're angry. Like, people, and this is a bad, someone that kills. Okay. In 1 second, they could go and shoot someone. Now, if they keep shooting that person more than a few times, they chose to do that. Because in 1 second, dude, I'm doing this. You're angry. That angriness takes you there. No, but
I
if you
know.
take, yeah, but if you're taking longer than that, like when you have like, for example, holding a grudge, that's holding a grudge. You choose to have that grudge when
Mm-hmm.
you're mad at someone. Like if me and Tony had an argument and blah, 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 blah. If that lasted 34 seconds and I'm still mad at him, it's because I still want to be mad at him, not because that's a liquid, a fluid that discharges from your brain, and it gives you that feeling. By the time it goes down, it takes 33 seconds for that. I can't pronounce I can't pronounce it, but for that to go down, 33 seconds. that gives you the butterflies. You know, when you get the butterflies, after you
Mm-hmm.
feel those butterflies, that goes away, and you could research it, or you could think about it when you feel it. That butterfly doesn't stay there for a long time. That goes away. Now, if it stays there, it's because you choose to. So, yeah, I think if that makes sense. But
Yes, yes. That you said about the somebody that has somebody that's gonna kill somebody, and I've seen a lot of Judge Judy. Well, not Judge Judy, but like a lot of crime
court
videos and
TV,
stuff like that. Court TV, and
I
it's
love
true.
that.
One more. It only takes a shot, one more shot, and it can be determined that you did that
You
intentionally.
chose. Yes.
You chose. So yes, I think that we forget that. I forget that a lot, and so I have to say that I am proud of myself, because even though I've it has been a challenge to do the things that I want to do, like to post every day and all of that stuff. I I've definitely, Brenda now, it's not Brenda before, and I see the people around me. I see how I'm growing more every day, and I don't know. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I just hope that I get over that. I don't know, that fear. But I will continue working on my mindset. I will continue um practicing
Hmm.
those, my brand. Who am I? Because that's another thing. Like, I'm learning exactly who is it, who am I, who is Brenda,
Hmm.
and so it could be a lot, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be a lot,
Hmm.
because it really is simple.
Yes. I think once, and you're just hit a good point. It could be a lot until we find what the challenge is. Like, you have to find out who you are. Okay, so I got to find out who I am. Oh, and when you fall into that, you accept it. It could be a little tough. This is who I am, but this is who I'm working with, and then take it from there.
Mhm,
So that's a great
mhm,
point. Like, it's tougher to accept that you have to get to know who you are. That's huge. That alone, that's huge. So that's a forward step, because there's people out there that don't care. This is who I am. Deal with it.
mhm, mhm,
No, you're working on you. That shows that you're working on you, and that you have a positive thing that you want to bring out, and bring it
mhm,
out. You got this. You got this.
mhm, mhm.
And you're in the right track. You need no help. You need you. Sometimes we
Yes.
need to find us and realize that, no, you know what? I could do this. I need
I'm
to
sorry.
stop.
My boyfriend the other day told me, Brenda, sometimes you just have to go look yourself in the mirror, slap slap yourself twice, like watch your face, like you got this.
Yes, actually, that's nice. That's good. That's I
And
agree with
it's
him. Sometimes
true.
we do
It's
have to do
true.
that. The
It's true.
mirror. I've talked to my mirror, and every time I talk to my mirror, I think about you,
Um.
because you told me that. You're like,
Yes.
try it, and I was like, felt a little awkward, but then I'm like, you know what? Nothing wrong with that. It's true. I need
Yeah.
to look at myself
And
and
you're
say,
by
you know what?
yourself. Hmm.
Yeah,
It's very personal.
yeah. It sure
So yeah.
is, but it works. So it's a
Cool.
good thing. Yeah. So,
Listening
do you
notes.
think, yeah, that's note taker. It's a new thing. One time I thought last week I thought started recording, and it didn't. It just took the transcript. And I'm mad because I kind of liked it, liked my video. So, but
Oh.
yeah, it's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna stop recording. You don't have to hang up. So next week I'm gonna try to bring Letty in, or I want to go over the blueprint. So I want to start going over our system and go over things that we question ourselves, or things that we should know. I also want to go over a system because there's a lot of people that are changing, that are starting to brand themselves. And
Mhm.
it's a little difficult for them to do that because they don't know how to. And, so which that's all you, girlfriend. If you had your own community, you will be fire. Fire.
I know, I know.
Fire.
I'm getting
So,
there. I'm getting
yes.
there.
I'm telling you, you sure that would be all you. So anyway, so I'm gonna so everyone that watches this, please do not leave for tomorrow what you could do today. There is enough time. We just have to find the time to do it. The mood we create, we make that mood ourselves. So we can make it happen. We just have to take the first step. Sometimes the first step is a little harder um, than the second one, but taking that first step will guide you to all the following ones. So blessings to everyone, and be here next week because I will be. Okay, so I'm going to end the call. Let me